Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a bit of a allotment site tour today. I wasn't going to bother with a video today, but that's the first time I'm out with my new camera, which is hopefully going to be a nice upgrade to my channel. So let's have a look at what's going on around me. So coming out of my plot, this is my next door neighbour's plot that's not been tended all year, and as I said in I've got a previous video, I think I'm going to dig out all the roots of the brambles and what have you along the fence line there, because it's an absolute nightmare with everything growing through, as well as the normal bindweed. So hopefully this one will get reallocated, or the current tenants might start tending to it. So anyway, carrying on. Next door to me there's three nice fig trees there. And that guy gets really good stuff out his plot. Then we've got this plot here that's predominantly onions and garlic. Again, some nice stuff comes out of that one. We've got a fair few tomatoes they grew this year, and some courgettes. So moving along, this is probably one of the most prettiest plots on the site. Plenty of produce comes out, and it's got a good mixture of nice flowers. I think this one here, I think these are new people that just come down this year, the same as me, and a fair bit of stuff out it by the looks of it. And then most of all these are existing plots. Majority of stuff's sort of dying away now. As you can see, it's not a massive site, but it's a good old size. A few people working today. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be one of them. There is a few that don't seem to do a lot in their plots. I think you get that everywhere. But on the whole, the majority of people do a lot. So up this side, there's some really nice plots up here. You can see, really tidy. Some sweet corn over there. It's, I think the guy will probably be taken down soon. This gentleman here, he's some amazing stuff he grows, but he's probably been at the site for years. Again, another professional looking plot. And moving along, I don't know if that one's allocated or not. Or it's maybe somebody new that's got it. On the whole, I think it's a really nice site. There's some butternut squash still to be harvested. Some chard in there. You can see people have been tending to these before the winter. You don't get a lot of people down here in the winter time, and personally I think the winter is quite an important time. We've also got these sheds that you can rent, I think for 15 quid a month, but I was lucky I got a shed when I got my allotment. I did have to put a new roof on it, but hopefully now that's been done, that shed will last me for years. It's another nice plot, it's Jimmy's. That greenhouse with the marigolds is absolutely reaming with tomatoes in the growing season. I think his wife mostly does it, but they get some really good stuff out of it. Getting back to this time of year, I think personally, if you put the time in over the winter, get everything prepared, it's going to be easier for the coming growing season. As you can see, most people are preparing their plots or have prepared them. This one's another new plot holder this year. Some really good crops they got as well. They did put a lot of work into it. And some more sheds. And there's another new one. It's putting a bit of work in there to get it prepared. And we've got some more sheds there. This is the one I said in the corner for mine, really pretty. There's one that was, I think somebody's got that one there with the big shed's a new one. So we'll head back to mine. We'll have a check on how the garlic's coming along and the onions. And we've got the broad beans. See if they've showed any. Just excuse these beds. I've really got to start getting these prepared. So as you can see, the overwinter onions that I planted, Autumn Champion they're called, they're starting to have a good show. These here were onions for last year. I'll take the weeds out, but I'm going to leave them in to see what happens with them. We've got a mutant one there that I didn't notice because I let that bed go a wee bit, so the weeds sort of overtook it. I don't know what that's growing into. It looks like a shallot, but I don't think it'll be that. Bean arch, I've got to get that done. I think I've got a couple of pods on there, so I'll be seed saving for next year. There's one there. This is where I put my 2 rows of broad beans. If you're interested, there's a video of how I planted them. In fact, I'll try and put a link in the description of this video if I can work out how to do it. So I've not got a show on them yet. That there was a sacrificial cabbage that I left it. And I don't know if it's going to heart up, probably won't, but we'll leave it and see. It's not doing any harm where it is. Another bed I've got to sort it. I'm also going to be getting rid of a lot of this wood edging, because it's a nightmare for the bindweed gets tangled up in it. So I'm going to sort of been gradually getting rid of bits of it, and slowly but surely I'll get rid of all that. I'm just going to have wood chip paths in between the beds and no sides on them. So let's move out to, this was the Hugo Culture raised bed that I've tried it. That's rotting down well, so that's just going to be topped up again, and then I'll top it off before I plant into it with some new compost. That's another Hugo Culture raised bed. Again, same scenario. That'll be topped up with compost before I plant into it next year. I'm not going to lift this net yet, so I'm not sure how well the garlic is rooted into the ground, and I don't want to chance it in case the bird's still able to pull them out. So I'll leave that on there, but as you can see, it's starting to show green. So happy enough with that. The rhubarb crown that I planted, which I thought was dead, and obviously that's not gonna, it's not gonna do anything. The bits will just die off. Not too sure if I should pull these small stalks off or just leave them. If anybody knows more about rhubarb than me, drop it into the comments. That'd be useful. Thanks. Garlic in here. Yeah, that's happy with that. It's the variety that's solent white. Again, I've got a video of when I planted that, so that's making good progress. And again, I'll keep that mesh on it just to make sure the birds can't get to it. Another raised bed, same scenario, be topped up. The ponds put to sleep for the winter. My slug traps in there. I'll sort them out and on, get them into the shed or something, just to tidy things up. It's all looking a bit messy at the moment, but I'll get it all in order. I mean, it's a new plot. I got it December last year. Didn't really start working on it properly until about February. So I didn't. If you look at again previous videos on that, you'll see the state of the allotment was in when I took it on. So if you look at the before and afters, I've done reasonably well, I think. This rosemary plant, I think I'm going to dig that out because I have got another raised bed the same size as that one and that one across there. And to be honest with you, that rosemary has taken up a hell of a lot of space, and I don't really use rosemary that much. I think putting the raised bed in there, 1.2 metres square, would be more beneficial than just leaving it like that, because the bindweed's a nightmare. It comes up through and it tangles around the rosemary, and so I think that rosemary is going to come out over the winter. And I'll put a raised bed there, so that will give me a fair amount of growing space. I've got onions in the bathtub. They're all starting to show. There's a few weeds in there, but we'll get them. Underneath this mesh, there's some garlic, but like I said previously, I'm not going to take the mesh off, just in case the birds can still get to it. I saw garlic there as well. Just didn't have enough means to cover that, so that's going to be sitting out, and hopefully the birds will no get it, but we'll see. There's some air there, so the garlic sort of took well, which I'm really pleased about. Apple tree's shedding its leaves slowly but surely. So I think that's about everything covered. I'll probably wrap that video up for there, folks, and just as I say, it was just a quick one, and it was more I wanted to get down and have a play about with this new camera that I've bought. I don't know if there'll be any difference for when I was using my, it was an Samsung S20 FE or something, my phone. So all the videos previous to this one were all filmed on that, which I thought was decent enough quality. But I'm going to be obviously sticking with this YouTube channel, so I just thought I'll invest in a proper vlogging camera, which this one is. It's one of the latest ones. So we'll do some comparisons between this and the phone at some point. But I'm just getting used to this camera because it's got a million different things you can do with it. So I'm trying to get my head around that. So anyway, folks, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.